The Knicks blew a 23-point lead on Wednesday, but they're back in action tonight against the James Harden-less 76ers down in Philly. The New York Post, Zach Braziller, is in the house. We're actually in the hotel room, and he's here to talk some Knicks basketball. Zach, you're down there in Philly. And let's get into some of the articles that you wrote on the Knicks already. You reported that head coach Tom Thibodeau is in no rush to change the team's starting lineup. They're 3-4. They've struggled at times with consistency. We're only 7 games into the season, but is Tibbs taking the right approach so far with the lineup?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Quentin Grimes is one guy that there was talk maybe could be the starting shooting guard, but he's had this foot issue where he's basically been out throughout training camp and just returned the other day. I understand the fan base would like to see a better defender at the 2. Evan Fournier has struggled with his shot and is not a top defender. But I do think it makes sense. I would like to see more minutes for Emmanuel quickly. He's been terrific. I know he's an undersized guard, but he's athletic. He stays in front of his defender. He's really created offensively for a lot of his teammates. To me, I'd like to see him with more minutes. I think we're going to have to eventually you're going to see Grimes getting more minutes. Look, the Knicks have to be better defensively on the perimeter. There's no question about it. And I think you're going to see maybe more youth with Grimes and Quickly out there, playing next to Brunson the longer we get into the season.
Yeah, last year it wasn't until the 20th game of the season when Tibbs benched Kemba Walker, and they were 10-9 at that time. And then 4 games later, he benched Mitchell Robinson for Nerlens Noel. So it may take a little bit of time, like Tibbs say. He wants to get a look at everything. And you mentioned Quentin Grimes. He's back. He said he feels healthy. He made his debut Wednesday night, but Tibbs said he's a situational player. Why?
I think they're just being cautious. The preseason, he played in the final preseason game. He played 15 minutes, and then the discomfort came back to the foot, and he was shut down for a few more weeks. I think this is just about maintenance, and it's just about making sure they don't have another setback. Grimes even said it yesterday. They're not just going to throw him in and have him play 30 minutes right off the bat. I think people just need to understand. Look, it's early. They want it. They're taking precautions. They don't want this to be a thing where he misses now another 2 weeks, misses another month. So I do understand what they're doing, and I think you're going to start to see him playing more as he gets more games under his belt.
Yeah, they sure could use him on the perimeter, not only as a defender, but as a 3-point shooter as well. All right, let's look at the now. They've got the beardless 76ers tonight. James Harden's out. Philly's 4-5. They haven't had the best start to their season either. How can the Knicks take advantage of this game?
To me, look, it's all about consistency. Their last 2 games, they had a 9-point lead going in the fourth quarter against the Cavs. They had a 23-point lead against the Hawks. They just, they haven't really been able to kind of play well with the lead here. And that's something that Thibodeau talked about yesterday is, the Knicks have kind of let their foot off the gas when they've had these leads. Now, look, 23-point lead is a big lead, and they really kind of fell apart after that. But it really goes back to consistency and defending better and, playing a full 48 minutes. That's something they've really struggled with. They really haven't been able to play, well throughout a game. And look, you want to win on the road against a good team, and I still think Philly's a good team despite their bad start. You need to put a full game together, and that's something you want to see out of them tonight.
Well, they're going to have to do it tonight because tip-off's at 7 p.m. Eastern inside the Wells Fargo Center. Zach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, man, my pleasure.